and welcome to the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. It's Friday, August 6th, 2021. Welcome all, one and all, to your favorite cryptocurrency, technical analysis, all things markets, trading, and beyond podcast, YouTube show, whatever you have it. We're back. It's your host, Crypto Jack, coming to you for the Friday installment in the market update. And, well, what a Friday it is. This is a great way to open the weekend. Bitcoin up like what, 4% today, 4%. Let me just go double check. Yeah, it's up 4% today. We're currently rocketing toward 43k after
We already tapped it.
Did we tap 43k in the middle of this week? I think we did. Yeah, we tapped 43k in the overnight session. Here we are, ready to take over the world, guys. It feels so good to be back here. When I reflect on where we were just in May and June, the fear, the panic was rampant, and look where we are now. It certainly feels good. I hope you guys do too. Hope everyone has pack their bags accordingly, because this looks good. This looks for real. We'll see what comes next. Hopefully, still some opportunities for anybody left behind. But with that said, we're going to be discussing all this and more on today's installment. We have two of our lead analysts here at Cracking Cryptocurrency with us, Jason and Alex. Alex, you're with us, right?
Yeah, I am.
All right, there he is, Alex. That's Alex Pearson, everybody, lead analyst here at CC. Going to be heading up to TA today as usual. And of course, Jason, he's back. Yeah, Jason, remember your call on the show yesterday? It was pretty spot on.
Yeah, I mean, the charts were all looking like they were sizing up for a move to the upside, and we're finally getting that. So glad to be validated on that, but let's just see how far we can go here.
Indeed.
It's interesting going into the weekend, right? Like with traditionals hitting all-time highs as well as crypto. So it always leaves you with a funny feeling in your stomach going into the weekend so bullishly, right?
Absolutely. Weekends, anything can happen. Occasionally, you do get the comeuppance, the correction by Saturday evening, Sunday evening. But in this case, we'll keep our eyes on the market over the weekend as well. Of course, this follows on the heels of Ethereum's big upgrade, the London fork, and that EIP 1559. Suddenly, seems like sentiment and even the love affair with Ethereum beginning all over again for investors and speculators. It is certainly a bright day here this late in the summer. All right, let's go ahead and kick it off, guys. We're gonna have a look at the news, then we're gonna hop in, check out the price action on bubbles before we head into the shadow and the technical analysis. Let's do it. All right. Not a whole lot to mention in news today, but I, of course, want to follow up on the EIP 1559, which I'd already mentioned, the London hard fork, and, of course, the Ethereum network burn. How much Ethereum's getting burned on the network, at least the last 24 hours since the EIP went live. It has been about 24 hours since this update has kicked in. So let's have a look at this piece here from the Block Crypto. Ethereum network burns 12 million in Ethereum in the first 24 hours since the upgrade. Let's see here. This upgrade, which introduced a transaction fee burning mechanism, the network has burned 4,600 ETH in the first 24 hours, worth about $12 million. All right, let's see here. 250 ETH per hour, approximately, times 24 hours. That's 6,000 ETH a day generated. So if they burned 4,600, not quite, a deflationary impact on the overall supply, but still a pretty, markedly different environment here in terms of inflation. 24 hours would typically pass, 6,000 ETH would be made. Now, doing the math here, this is what, 2,400? 2,000, well, not even. That's 1,400. 1,400 ETH have been mined, and 4,600 of them, 4,600 ETH have been burned. So it seems like a drastically different environment in terms of token economics. Of course, all this is to bring us more in line with the reality of Ethereum 2.0 around the corner. Let's see here. Within a few hours of the update going live, a few hundred Ethereum had been burned, an amount that hasn't slowed down. Transaction fee burning mechanisms brought in, of course, by the new Ethereum Improvement Protocol, designed to make fees easier to use and to help the network maintain higher demand. Requires a base fee to be burned, and then users can also tip miners if they want to encourage the transaction to go through faster. Base fee rises when there's higher demand and drops when demand is lower. Has anybody been testing the Ethereum fee waters over the last 24 hours? I've mostly noticed the fees kind of higher than they were, but maybe that's a
Yeah,
consequence of
it's
activity.
definitely higher.
Yeah, maybe consequences of activity, right? Um, as a result of yeah. But we kind of discussed this. I forget what was the name of that principle. The Alex, do you remember? Somebody mentioned it. It's the name for the term for the phenomenon of you make the roads wider, more cars, more congestion.
Javon's paradox?
Devon's
Jared's paradox?
paradox, something like that. I may have to go back and check it. Thank you, everybody who reminded us that yesterday. All right, it doesn't mean that Ethereum's now deflationary. Every block to Ethereum's rewarded to miners to run the network. This adds up to a total of 12,700 Ethereum every day. So, wow, apparently much more generous than even my estimate was. What it does mean is that currently reducing the amount of inflation by 36%. That's still significant. Helps to slow down the increase of circulating supply over time. This rate may change significantly over time, though. Ethereum miners may start feeling the burn, but of course, this whole thing is about slowly exiting the network as a proof of work network, and the miners. Well, this is the future they're going to face either way, whether it's fee reduction or just a major change in the consensus algorithm for Ethereum. A glimpse of the future. It's crazy that we're here. I've been watching Ethereum since the day it launched. It's wild to see how far we've come in just a few years. All right, let's go ahead and hop in. I'm just going to read probably a few headlines here. Ethereum co-creator confident about the next steps after London hard fork. Yes, so of course, hard forks are always contentious. They are always fraught with potential, disasters and bugs, etc.
God, he looks like an alien.
Yeah, he is. He's. I mean, it's a brain, right? It's the meat casing that surrounds a very high IQ brain. This is about what you would expect. Who knows? Maybe it came out of some kind of Russian lab. But let's have a look here. Yes, Ethereum completed a major upgrade. The London hard fork got off without a hitch, and I guess Vitalik in an interview has taken a bit of a victory lap, and he's, I guess, what about what you'd expect. Looking forward to a bright future and another feather in his cap from the successful fork. All right, it's a bright future indeed. Let's keep going. New SEC regulations adding crypto under security-based swap rules. Let's take a very quick look at this. Crypto industry might soon be flooded with different kinds of rules to checkmate the operations. The recent developments in the sector point toward a new SEC rule that will guide security swaps occurring in many financial assets, including crypto. Information came from SEC chairman during a speech he gave to the American Bar and Derivative and Futures Law Committee. While speaking, Gary Gensler outlined the changes that will take place on the security-based swaps in 2022. According to Gary, these changes will ensure that transparency exists in such transactions and reduce the risk associated with the market. The new requirements will take off in November and include internal risk management, new counterparty protections, new capital margin requirements, trade acknowledgement and confirmation, record keeping and reporting procedures, supervision and chief compliance officers. In addition, from February 2022 onwards, the SEC will mandate swap data repositories to publicize data about individual transactions. I mean, we kind of already have this in the form of a blockchain, but maybe not that kind of repository. Let's have a look here. Due to these rules, Gary mentioned that he had asked staff to embrace ways that can increase transparency and reduce risk using authorities, especially for security SEF and position reporting. All right, interesting. I'd have to take a deeper dive into the implications of all of this, but Gary Gensler teasing new effectively reporting requirements, a whole bunch of other regulations that might very well apply to crypto. I guess, like I said, I'll have to dig a little deeper, but
Well, there's a lot more than just that. It's been a really rough day for crypto, actually.
Yeah, I can believe it. Crypto, he mentioned the cryptocurrency sector will be part of the trade reporting rules for security-based swaps. Stated operators must register every offer for sale under the Securities Act of 33. He also mentioned that the Commission's ready to utilize every tool at disposal of protecting investors. Well, the market is red hot and it continues to push all-time highs, so the general markets, that is. So I guess this is where a bit of interjection by the regulators comes in. Well, I guess we'll see. And again, I'm going to have to dive deeper to kind of provide more insight on this topic. But still, yeah, actually, Alex, I think you linked this. SEC charges decentralized fund. Never mind.
You're damn right, I linked it.
Yes, you certainly did. SEC charges decentralized finance lender and top executives for raising $30 million through fraudulent offerings. Ooh, who's in trouble now? The SEC Commission today charged 2 Florida men. Shoutouts to the Florida homies in the house, including Alex and their Cayman Islands company, for unregistered sales of more than 30 million in securities using smart contracts and so-called decentralized finance technology, and for misleading investors concerning the operations and profitability of their business. DeFi money market. Man, I never heard of DeFi money market. Could I have got in on this one DeFi play? Let's have a look. SEC's order concerns these gentlemen here and their company Blockchain Credit Partners, and they say they offered and sold securities and unregistered offerings through this DeFi money market from February 2020 to February 2021. Order finds that they use smart contracts to sell 2 types of digital tokens. M tokens that could be purchased using specific digital assets that paid 6% interest, and DMG governance tokens that purportedly gave holders certain voting rights, a share of excess profits, and the ability to produce or profit from DMG governance. All right, your typical DeFi finance yield farming token project type thing, and I guess the whole thing wasn't above board. SEC coming down on at least one DeFi project. All right, so that's one DeFi play that might have soured for investors that might finally see some justice. Thousands more are likely to pursue. All right, well, SEC apparently getting down and dirty. Let's have a quick look. Couple more items here. Got a couple tweets Alex linked in the News Pulse Premium. Let me see what these are about. All right, this tweet reads, a phenomenal thread and everything you need to know about this ridiculous infrastructure bill and how it may impact crypto below. All right, yes, so we know indeed more about the crypto regulation getting stuffed into the stimulus bill. Let's see here. Quick explainer. All right, guys, as always, I'm going to leave news links down below, including the one to this Twitter thread. This one apparently has some pretty good insight into what's in the current infrastructure bill, including a provision expanding the tax code definition of broker to include any person who is responsible for regularly providing any service effectuating transfers of digital assets on behalf of another person. Yes, we did cover this, I think, yesterday. I believe it was yesterday's show. Indeed, this term of broker and how it might expand to, as this description I just read below. Yeah, this seems troublesome, seeing that, I mean, we know how crypto works, because I could see how a miner and many other go-betweens in the crypto space might very well fall under this definition here. And I mean, that just complicates everything. What a headache we might very well be dealing with if this comes through. Again, this Twitter thread certainly details this in good detail. So I'm going to leave the link below in the description, guys. Recommend you check it out. Let's see another tweet here. This one's about Senator Warren and Portman are proposing last-minute amendment competing with this other amendment. It is disastrous. It only excludes proof-of-work mining, and it does nothing for software developers. It's ridiculous. Let's see here. If it passes, this U.S. Congress is picking winners and losers. Senators need to vote yes on the other amendment. Have a look about this bit of terminology here. Validating distributed ledger transactions through proof-of-work mining or selling hardware or software, sole function of which is to permit persons to control a private key used for accessing digital assets on a distributor. Whoa. So selling hardware or software wallets. So I'm guessing, yeah, this is basically wallets. This part applies to wallets. And validating distributed ledger through proof of work. Is this the exemption or is this the let's see here. Last minute competing amendment. It's a disastrous. Yes, it certainly does. It only excludes proof of work mining. Okay, so maybe this is an exclusion. Nonetheless, saying that most projects, almost everything, is now shifting toward proof of stake. Indeed, this could very well be disastrous for innovation and where the industry is kind of heading to right now. It certainly stifle things. We'll see what comes of it. All right. That would be a very brief look at the news, guys. I hope you do appreciate, or at least like, the new pace at which we are furiously running at. Right, guys, some changes coming to the show. They very well might come your way next week. Stand by for the announcements. One of them, which includes a shorter runtime. Everybody's time is precious, guys. I loved the show going the 2 hours, but it certainly did drag on. Not a very effective use of everyone's time. So, yes, we're slowly working to crunch the show time down. Thank you all for bearing with us during this time. Let's go ahead and hop in the bubbles. What's going on in the alt space? Well, it's green. It's mighty green in the space. And remember what I was saying about buying the panic, buying the blood in the streets in the months of May and June. Well, here's two decent alts that might have been good pickups amidst the panic. They're leading today. ICP and Raven both up above 20%. ICP is up 25% according to the bubbles calculation. I think this is a new all-time high for ICP. Maybe not. I have to look at the actual chart. There's these little mini. I might have mistakenly claimed ICPs at all-time highs. I don't think it is. I was just glancing at this little mini chart.
ICP debuted at $400, if you remember.
Yes, exactly. That's probably why I corrected myself almost immediately. I was basing it off this little mini chart here on bubbles, which is never accurate. I'm guessing it's some lower time frame data, but nonetheless, ICP's at $50 and it's up 25%. Raven, yes, Raven is up 21%, looking good. BCHA, yeah, BCH ABC, it's back on the leaderboard. It's up here nearly 4. Come again?
I don't know why they don't just make the font smaller and make it BCH ABC instead
of. Maybe that'd be too long. I think the ticker is BCHA, and BCH ABC would just be too long of a ticker.
Well, they have the whole Safe Moon in there.
You're right, they do have Safe Moon. Actually, the other thing that came to mind, but that's BCHA, guys. Couple other gainers today in the single digits, the likes of Filecoin, AVAX, eGold, all up about 9%. Hot, yeah, Holochain's up here, up 9%. And other smattering of other decent gains here. The likes of Theta, VED to BitTorrent token, about 7% gains. Looking good in the alt space.
We opened up an eGold trade yesterday.
Oh, so we are in eGold. All right, so we've got at least one trade on among the leading bubbles today. Not bad. Couple points here, couple points there, and next thing you know, you're waking up in an alt season flush with gains. Looking good.
You know, you're waking up in Puerto Rico.
Yes, exactly. Alex living the dream. Feed up.
My feet are up.
Damn.
Certainly are. All right, let's living the dream. All right, let me hop into the next segment here. Give me just 1 second to make a little adjustment. All right, and let's go into the live chat. Let's see who's kicking it with us this afternoon. Famous and ever so loyal CC audience. Can't thank you guys enough. Good to be hanging with you guys on this Friday. Let me just expand out the chat window a little bit. And who's first to the chat? Is it, as I suspect? Yes, it's Daniel. Daniel always sniping the first comment. I don't know how he does it, but shout outs to Daniel. And Ron Legato coming in second. Dark Rico, he's with us here on DLive as well. Hey, last stand for Bitcoin. Will we break it? Will we? I feel like we're already breaking through the 42K barrier. 46, 48. Here we come. Heck, might be in the 50s by next week. Everything.
I do for my swing position that I put on for the suspected Jericho that we're just kind of just climbing at normal speed now. I did put a TP in at 53 because I really think 48 to 53 is that sweet spot.
Yeah, I totally agree. When things really start running, I could see us in the 50s before we even know it. Everything is... everything's on schedule for you know, the new highs by end of year thesis, right? Apparently, like I said,
I mean, everything's on schedule for new highs by end of month at this rate.
Word. Another mini alt season in between, that would be nice. Should make for a good holiday season. Let's have a look. Let's keep going with the comments here. Franklin MC, happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. Taz Blitz, good day. Shoutouts to you. Oh, Mr. Ether, he's on the road, but he's on the bike and he's here in the chat. I'm able to listen on the bike today. He says, make it a great one. Thank you, Mr. Ether. Ride safe, my man. Dave Rice, hey all. Shoutouts to Dave Rice on YouTube. Ernest the Gaia on DLive. Shoutouts to you. Rolo Maximus, he's here on DLive, says just in time. Yes, just in time, correct. Dave Rice, WTF, show only in one account today. Doesn't show up on my other YouTube. Very odd. Might be, make sure you, make sure you have your subscribe and that bell, the notification bell, clicked on your other account. Otherwise, it might just be a consequence of our poor standing with YouTube and their algorithm. Crypto Rich on YouTube comments on Bybit KYC and the infrastructure bill pertaining to crypto. Man, is Bybit bringing KYC? Something like that. I'm not sure. I thought Bybit was still KYC free, but it's likely heading toward KYC. Uh-oh.
They did start requiring something, but they moved it to 2 Bitcoin a day. And hopefully they don't move it like Binance did to that 0.02. Like, that'd be kind of nuts.
Yep. Inevitably, that's what's coming to the space, and I'd have to take a deeper dive on the infrastructure bill and how it pertains to the crypto. I mean, a lot of that seems still be getting amended and tweaked at the last minute, Crypto Rich. Let's hope nothing catastrophic comes our way as a consequence of the infrastructure bill. Dark Rico, Jason's a bit low. I upped him a little bit more. Let me know in the comments, guys. Is Jason loud enough? Because I did up his volume at some point. I might be reading an earlier comment from Rico. Crypto Bull 21, gas prices are cray-cray. Yes, gas prices, I hear, are climbing. And here I was going to buy a big gas-thirsty V8. I hear this is also a consequence of what's going on in the Gulf right now. Things are heating up, guys. We live in wild times. Crypto Bull 21, 3063 Gwei standard. Yes, I guess that's what the gas base layer fee is right now. Crypto Rich, push to layer 2 like MATIC and Polygon. Yes, we do need to maybe move some transactions off the main chain. Of course, that's very controversial. Chico Blanco Verano, whining miners switching to Raven. Ah, okay, so maybe this is the uptick we're seeing in Raven today. I guess with all those fees getting burned, mining on Ethereum is suddenly much less profitable. Maybe 36% less profitable if I'm going to go by that figure I heard earlier. Let's see, I'm not sure if it translates to profitability, but indeed, as Chico says. Oh, Alex, do you say something? Oh, Alex is lagging.
Yeah, he's cutting out.
Alex, you're very garbled, very robotic. I think your connection has taken a big dump. Let me see. Can't even paste a message to. I am all right. Maybe he hears me okay, and it's just his upload that sucks. I'll check with that in just a second. Oh, he logged off. That's good. That probably means he got the message. He's gonna go maybe restart his shit. Good stuff. Chico says, God, I can't wait till these guys are pushed out. They don't care about the network at all. Talk about the miners. Yes, that's shame. You'd think they'd have some. Oh.
Said sad but true.
Sad but true. Let's see here. Never should have called it proof of work. These guys should not be considered as working. Yep, hardly working. Working hard or hardly working. That's the way the miner.
Is this working?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Much better.
Yeah?
Yep.
All right.
You were very garbled earlier. Sorry, was there anything you wanted to repeat from the last minute you might have said? Presume not. All right, let's keep going.
I'm lagging.
Okay, no problem. We'll just round this out and we'll see how you do with you on the live scene. Hang tight. Ernest the Gaia, does the Pentagon have to provide accurate reporting? They keep failing their audits. Indeed. I mean, I feel like it's, if you're going to talk about accurate reporting and record keeping and data keeping, maybe blockchain and, a lot of these crypto projects, they're already, meeting the bar. They're already meeting the gold standard, I feel, in record keeping. Maybe before they turn their sights on us and registries and all this stuff, maybe really what we got to look at is the existing financial and ruling class. Maybe they ought to be more transparent. I digress. Kelly Guard over on YouTube, or DLive, shoutouts to you. Crypto Bull, gonna need some good FUD articles to take us back down to 29K. Certainly we're gonna need FUD, and I mean, if the regulators, Congress, this infrastructure bill might just be the right amount of FUD. I wouldn't rule out as bullish and giddy as I feel right now. I wouldn't rule out an August, September
up
dump.
To the 50s, and then we drop back down to the lower 20s. I mean.
Yep, another 50% correction. Yep, exactly.
Yep.
Get to the 50s, drop into the 20s, 50% correction, and then maybe rocket end of year.
Yep.
Could work out that way. We'll see. Chico Blanco Verano, NFTs are the real DeFi now. Can't regulate subjective valuation of art. Well put, Chico. Yes, quote-unquote art. Why call it proof of work? It's just proof of power. Well, it's proof of power consumed, indeed. But Polly B, hey people, shoutouts to you. Work, power, energy, indeed. Very interchangeable terms. In my mind, MF on DLive, shoutouts to you. Alex81SG. Watch Hoskinson's rant on YouTube regarding the new legislation. He nailed it. Yes, I heard he made some decent comments. Maybe I'll put that in the link below, covering his comments on the infrastructure legislation. Let's get a lawyer fund ICO going. I agree. If anything, that's exactly what the crypto industry will need to do. We need to maybe collectivize at some point, get on the same page, guys, and we have there's billions, if not trillions, starting to float around in this sector. Maybe at some point we need to put our money where our mouth is and commit some funds to a greater cause, some kind of advocacy group that would be, I know this is going to be difficult. It's very hard to get any kind of central movement going in this space. But guys, at this point, we might need to pay for our own advocates, our own lobbyists. Alex81SG, if it passes as is, they're driving out business out of the country. Most stake pool operators. Let's hope it doesn't pass as is. Alchemy Pay is not in the bubble. Paranormal Debunker asks, hang tight. Maybe I'll add Alchemy Pay to the request line. Mike Maker already asking for it. Yes, is this a fork of Bcash? Yes, it's one of the Bitcoin forks indeed. He saw another Bitcoin Cash the other day. It was at $50. Yes, I think you were looking at that one. And let's see here. Jimmy Dice on YouTube. Respect, guys. Well, respect to you, Jimmy Dice. Please do follow and subscribe. A lot of comments this morning. I have to wrap them up and head into the next segment. Rhino TD, David Rice, Crypto Rich, Profit Bear says, sorry I'm late. What did I miss? You didn't miss a lot. Just a quick news recap. We're about to get into the TA. Daniel, if I remember right, number 78 subscriber, was when Justin was by himself in 2018. Oh, Daniel was number 78 subscriber, one of the OGs, a literal OG of the channel. Daniel, my hat's off to you. Indeed, we had humble, small beginnings here at Cracking Cryptocurrency back in 18, but look how far we've come. Crypto Bull 21, Raven is more profitable to mine than Ethereum Classic, even if Ethereum continues closing minor profits. Flows with us, writes Ola. And how do you check what number sub you are? Profit Bear asks. I think you just kind of make a mental note. Gary Gensler would have been a good appointee, but he seems to only be concerned with classifying crypto as securities. Exactly. You thought we had an inside guy. Apparently, he's double-crossed us. Profit Bear, I'd like to be a crypto ambassador. That would be legit. Yeah, certainly would. Give me a high position in the new cabinet, please. Ernest the Gaia, DAO structures will allow the next political party to actually allow the working class to govern the aristocracy. I feel you there. This could very well be the future of, political, social governance. Will we all be in a cyberpunk future? And our citizenship of sorts, our voting rights, etc., all doled out on a blockchain somewhere. Could be an interesting future. I, for one, would like to be part of that aristocratic class, though. Not so much fighting against them. But let's go ahead and get into, well, the TA, guys. Time is it? How are we doing? 136, doing okay on time. Can you tell? I'm trying to keep this show running swiftly
Right.
along a very tight schedule. Yes, that's the effort. Alex just went live. Brilliant. Go ahead and hop into the main scene. TA starts here. All right, I gotta quickly adjust the screen a little bit because I had it set up for Jason yesterday. Jason, of course, was heading up to TA on yesterday's show. Thank you, Jason, for your work on that front. Indeed. Hope everybody enjoyed Jason. He's probably going to be doing a lot more TA on the show around here. Wink, wink, hint, hint in the coming weeks.
What?
Make of it what you will. We're making some adjustments here. We're going to give Jason some more seat time in the TA arena. A lot of people do like Jason's thoughts. Jason brings his own style. Looking forward to that. All right, I have Alex on screen. We are looking at the BTC/USD perp on the 3-hour BitMEX, so it looks like we're all synced up. I'm going to jump into the live chat, guys. Drop your requests below. We're going to get into your requests in a little bit. In the meantime, Alex, Jason, you hold it down from here. I'll be back.
Okay. So yesterday we were looking a little topped out in this area, but with the break of resistance at 42.3 on lower time frames, I think this has enough legs to keep going here. 12 hours strong. Daily will be giving us a continuation signal at the end of today. I think we could probably take this towards 50K at this point.
That number.
Yep. For now, there's not much to say. Yesterday was a great close above, like just slightly above resistance. Boom. Getting follow through today with a continuation signal. We'll take that and see what we can do. Ethereum is starting to push through the resistance around 2,800.
Oh, yeah.
We're definitely looking for at least 3,000, probably around 3,400. We're going to look for a movement back up towards this area. Which is right around our one of our fib extensions at 329 or 3293. Ethereum Bitcoin showing an interesting rejection yesterday. And interestingly, we didn't get much follow through against Bitcoin. Today Bitcoin is up 5%, Ethereum's only up 2% or so. Okay, so Bitcoin dominance must be up today.
Yeah.
Okay. It's kind of a strong day. On the one hand, we've broken this uptrend, but maybe we can reclaim it. We've certainly seen that happen. For now, I think time transformation is telling us that probably with break of 42K, Bitcoin might outperform a lot of alts in this spot. So we're going to want to look at Bitcoin charts today, Bitcoin pair charts. We want to make sure that any alts that we take look like they're going to perform better than Bitcoin. Uniswap perp at resistance didn't move much here. But Dragon perp is giving a continuation signal. At this, I would probably.
Did we lose him?
Sure.
Alex's connection not up to snuff today. Give him a second to come back. Hey Bricks, are you in the live chat? Or is Bricks watching? Bricks, man, please spare the man some bandwidth in your apartment. All right, guys, I apologize for the disruption here. Alex's connection is struggling today. I do apologize for that. Let's see here. We'll wait till he gets back in a minute. I might have to give him another shot. If it doesn't work, of course, might have to get Jason. Might have to get Jason back on for today's TA. All right. Yes, he just went offline. All right, guys. Again, I apologize for the delay. Hang tight with me, just because I'm still collecting a few requests in the background, like this ACH one. And if you don't hear back from Alex in another minute or so, I might very well tag him out. Put Jason on here. Let's see here. Still collecting requests. Alex, where did you go? Right. Well, Jason, what can I say? I think you might have to lace up your kicks. Coach is gonna be putting you in the game. Bricks, oh Bricks, where are you? I know you are within proximity to Alex. Hop in there. Restart the router, bro.
Welcome back to 43,000.
And did we just rest over it? Yes, we.
Yep.
Oh, yep, 43K, baby. All right. Still collecting requests here. Sorry for the interruption, guys. Alex would have been back by now.
He'll be back in a second.
Jason, live up. We're going to be heading to you in a minute. Oh, he might have just flipped the laptop.
Rage quit.
Rage quit. Exactly. Oh, back. Oh, that's Jason going live. All right, guys. Let's switch it up. In that case, I gotta make a few on-screen tweaks. That's Jason, and here. All right.
All right. Looking at Bitcoin on the 24-hour. I mean, as Alex already went over, we are getting a continuation here out of Bitcoin on the daily. My system's a little bit different, of course. The 60 is going to look ripe for continuation. It's going to be a little bit higher here. But just as yesterday predicted, it felt like we were on lower time frames going to get that movement to the upside here.
Hey, welcome back. Unfortunately, your connection seems to suck today, Alex.
Yeah, it sucks because this is actually like the fastest internet, but it's like so unreliable.
Horrible. If you don't mind, I did pass the torch to Jason in the meantime.
I don't mind. Let me know when you want me to take over, Jason. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'd like to get your thoughts on the market overall before we get into requests.
Okay. Do you want me to do the markets overall and then you do chart requests? You want to do that? Or?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's fine.
As long
we
as
can get yours to work.
Exactly. As long as your connection bears it out, Jason or Alex. Yes, we'll do it that way. If not, it'll have to be a permanent Jason TA episode. So in that case, let's connect back to Alex.
Yeah, because it is an interesting day, and I'd like to get his thoughts as well.
Absolutely, guys.
Dragon Perp, as you guys can see, broken above resistance here, getting continuation signal. We're going to take that sweep all the way up towards resistance that we're eyeing on Alt Perp. What did I tell you guys? Sweep up towards resistance.
Sweep it.
Mid Perp, getting that sweep up towards resistance. Shit Perp, we didn't pull back as far as I thought we would, but we're doing the thing. And Exchange Perp, where do we want to aim for? I kind of like
that.
Kind of like this sort of block here.
10,000, yeah, right there.
That works for me. We'll see what happens. Bitcoin pumping over 43 here.
Yep. Just did.
Noise.
Nice.
Bitcoin
Called out a
dominance
pump.
pushing even harder here.
Respect the bump.
You've got to respect the pump.
Charts don't lie, fellas.
Okay, so market's good. Dollar must be bad, right?
Bad. Bad.
Oh my god.
Good Dixie. That's fucking weird, man. And that's a big day on the Dixie too.
It is. That's so odd. All right, but if we're having this, so do you think this is going to happen now, or is this too strong? Do you think this is an awfully strong day?
I think that gets sold into.
Okay. So
man, that is weird. I did not expect that big of a candle on the Dixie.
I didn't expect this big of a candle either. I thought we would wander up, but we didn't really wander up. We stormed the castle.
Stormed the Bastille.
We could still reject from here, but this is a very interesting reversal. Very interesting.
It is, especially
everything down against the dollar. Japanese yen, the euro, the loonie, the pound, the Aussie, everything down today. So dollar up, markets must be down, right?
No.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I'm saying. Everything's up too. Like, it's weird.
Well, guys, I think it's time to go ahead and put the nail in the coffin for the bearish case here.
Yeah. It's like continuation to me.
Yeah. Is this a measured move? Is this an inverse head and shoulders here? What would a measured move give us?
God damn, be big.
$637.
Crazy.
Oh, and we've got a 1.618 of 433. That'll be interesting. Maybe we'll top out at 420.69, huh? Nice. Ah, interesting.
Did everything just turn down?
The NASDAQ just did.
That's the NASDAQ.
I'm just going to read a comment here from the live chat. Adam on YouTube writes, "Hey guys, I think the Dixie had such a huge day because the Fed said if the next two job reports are higher than expected, it will immediately start tapering. Today was higher than expected." There you go.
So someone knew.
That's
Jobs
interesting.
report.
But then why is the Dow Jones breaking out then?
Yeah.
Why is the SPY breaking out?
Everything is.
Or is Bitcoin pointing out?
We closed above resistance yesterday. Today we get follow through. Well, I don't know, guys. Markets don't look as bearish as they have been. We could be getting faked out. You guys remember that when Bitcoin hit 64K, I started to give in on my bearish thesis of like 3 months long, and that should not be right. You remember? That could happen here, but for right now, I think it makes more sense to be bullish based on, our indicators are firing, we're over resistance. When else are you going to get bullish?
I agree.
Oof. Gold through the floor. This is what Jason was saying yesterday, that we would break down from here.
I hope some people heeded that warning. It looked very toppy.
Yeah. Probably get some follow through here too with the bearish divergence. Silver, I done told you. I done told you stay out of silver.
What you doing, boy?
Yep. Platinum, as you can see, this is why we were not a buyer as we approached this area. We were very concerned that this could end up being broken, and it was. For now, we're going to be looking at our new buy zone of $930, $950, somewhere in this area. That's where we're targeting to be a buyer for platinum now. And palladium, we just don't want to be a buyer. Probably not for quite a while. Let's look at the weekly here. Ugh. Palladium looking really flaccid on the weekly. This is just not a great look. I've been telling you guys for weeks to get out of palladium. Weeks now. I hope you've been listening. Brent crude looks like we will be closing this weekly bearish engulfing candle. I see more downside in the future here for Brent crude. Probably get another small bounce off of this area, push upwards, and then reject down. We're looking for a return to maybe $50 or so. 55. Natural gas can't stop, won't stop, doesn't even know how to stop. It's a strong trend. Soybeans trying to fake people out. Don't buy it. Soybeans are going to go down after some more sideways.
Ooh.
Sugar did find some support on our previous resistance level. This just became a really interesting long. Let's fix this trend line. This is a fantastic long. I might send this to a friend of mine who trades commodities.
Give him a little bit of that sugar.
Fuck yeah. You guys know Alex has the alpha. This looks topped out to me. This is like we're hanging out inside of resistance. No, like Aussie economy going for it. Bearish case, dead. France going for it. Bearish case, dead. The UK, this is that resistance. India, reversal candle. This is interesting. Japan, I told you we were finding support here. I told you. This is really interesting. So I definitely willing to take this long, at least back up towards resistance up here at 28.5. There's probably more on the table. Netherlands are kind of running out of momentum here. Keep an eye on this uptrend. If it breaks, that'll be bad. Singapore at resistance, not interested. Taiwan, I told you guys, this is the short. This is the short. Taiwan right here. I feel this one. We're going down. UK 10-year bonds rejected, just like that. This week is over. This weekly trend is over for now. Well, that arrow was wrong.
Yeah, it makes sense with what we're seeing in the market.
Yeah, look at that. Oh. So this is a real trend break right here. We'll probably wander up a little bit and then come back down. US 10-year notes, rejected, trend broken. We go down. 2-year, rejected. We're not quite rejecting from the spot I thought we were, but we might actually do this thing. Huh? Will you like that?
I mean, there's fake outs all the time.
Yeah. Ooh. Big rejection here. 5-year bonds. Treasury bonds. Ooh. Russell 2000 still have resistance. And kind of doing exactly what I said it was going to do.
Crawling.
30-year bonds, trend broken. US Wall Street 30. This looks like a resistance becoming support. See, resistance here, resistance. We break above it. Support. Support. Oh, I'm trying to sell beneath it. We can't support. Push. New all-time high. I'll take that signal. I'll take this continuation signal. Gotta be willing to be loose on our feet, folks. If you're wrong, submit it, move on, take the right trade.
Breaks a break.
Yep. 10-year bonds, German Bunds, broken. Well, if bonds are breaking their uptrends, I think that means that stocks are likely to continue to rage here.
Sense.
Commodities are falling. That's another great sign that equities are going to do well. People don't have any interest in precious metals here. Very interesting. Okay, guys. So, do you want to do chart requests? Do you want to do them, Jason?
Okay, if you want to do them, take them. But I mean, if you don't want to,
as long as your internet is running, and it seems to be right now, we will let Alex stick in there.
I'll jump right in.
Exactly. But if your internet goes down again or causes any more grief, we'll tap you out. We'll put Jason in. But in the meantime, go ahead and get into the request line. Let me put that on screen now, guys. We still have some room for more requests. Feel free to add something that's at the top of your mind. In the meantime, let's do it. Second, just gonna quickly hide this and reveal today's request. All right, this first one comes from Paranormal Debunker as well as Mike Maker. They are both looking at Alchemy, ACH. Paranormal Debunker writes Alchemy Pay not in the bubble ? And Mike Maker, ACH, please. Okay, I got this Alchemy bubble, shall we?
This is. Oh, there we go. Is this all right?
Not really much to do with that.
Looks like it hasn't been getting a lot of trading until very recently. It's so super volatile. So it was like 0.3 of a cent, and now it's 17 cents. This was so a week ago it was, this can't be right.
It's been running for like a week, so yes, it's done cartwheels since last week.
No, this is Alchemy Pay. This is different.
ACH?
Sorry guys, this isn't enough data for me to look at. Congratulations that this is doing well. No, Alchemy Pay isn't on crypto bubbles. It's 2 days old, dude. What's next?
I'm just kind of reviewing back on ACH. It's actually been around since October 2020, so there might be older data, but after looking at the chart, it was basically basing for over a year and then suddenly took off last week. So probably not too much there to reference. Excuse me. All right. There was your look at ACH, guys. If that can.
Oh yeah, who knows? Good luck catching this.
Yes. Something magical must have happened over there at Alchemy Pay. Congrats to anybody who boarded that train. Let's go ahead and get into the next request. It's the following for Rolo Maximus. Can you take a look at MINA USDT?
Lena or Mina?
Mina.
Mina.
Minga.
Minga?
Yeah.
I like that.
Kind of looks like it's at resistance right now.
You'll probably get a test back to the point of control and then continuation. Yeah, that stair step looks not half bad, but buy a break above that resistance if it does get there. Otherwise, let it.
I just don't see anything to really do with it on the daily right now. We're getting exit signals. This is probably a time to take profits and wait for some kind of continuation signal, especially because we're, you know, so overextended from our lows here. What's next?
Okay, there was a look at Mina. Mina for Rolo Maximus. Get into the next request. It's Chico Blanco Verano on YouTube. He wants to look at TVK.
All right, let's look at that again.
DVK.
Well, it's at the resistance level that we previously had marked out. So, I think probably the best thing to do is to be a buyer as we approach 28 cents. And then if we close below 25 cents to be back out. So essentially, 25 cents. That's basically this spot right here. So 26 cents, fine. So I'd be a buyer as we approach here. And then if we started to dip below, I'd be out. Maybe you could wait for a retest of the trend. But yeah, right now while we're at this resistance level, which is kind of right here, I wouldn't be a buyer right now. What's next?
All right, there's your look at TVK for Chico. Let's go ahead and get into the next request. We have BTCST. That's right, the Bitcoin Standard Hash Rate token, BTCST, top trading pair, of course, on Binance.
Looks like it's going up.
Look at that on the weekly.
What?
Higher time frame when you're done on the daily.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it looks like it's going up. We've got a break of the downtrend. There's not really much to say about it.
This be the start of something magical. Actually, I should clarify part of Crypto Bull's request for BTCST. He says, I'm looking for a good long-term buy on said BTCST. All right, Alex, would you plot a course for a long-term buy? Is there a pullback you could foresee?
I mean, no, I don't see anything here. We're near the bottom of the chart. There's just like I don't have long-term enough information to give you a long-term buy. Like this chart is 4 or 5 months old. So what you're asking for doesn't exist. This is as good a spot as any because we're kind of hanging out near the point of control, near the previous listing price. But yeah, I just don't see enough information here to be able to give you some sort of long-term prognostication.
Well,
on hash rate, no less, which is not price. What's next?
All right. Well, there you have it, Crypto Bull. There, the response to your request. Might very well, if you're, of course, you believe in the fundamentals and all that of BTCST. I mean, TST. could be the spot to begin
Yeah, I
entering.
mean, look,
Seems like we're at a bottom here.
downtrend broken. If that's what you want, downtrend broken on the weekly, it looks good. But like, I just, I can't tell you this is the bottom. I have no earthly idea. This just isn't enough information for a long
Precisely.
term.
All right, getting into the next request now. Heads up, guys. We're opening the D Live chest in about less than 10 minutes, more like 8 minutes now. Next request is from PolyB, though. Let's look at STPT. Standardized tokenization protocol, top trading pair, Binance.
What was the acronym for those walking things in Star Wars?
ATATs?
ATAT, okay.
Not STP, though.
CP, Stone Temple Pilots.
So, I mean, this looks like a lot of other charts we've looked at today. It looks good for continuation here. I'd be willing to take it at least back up towards maybe 6.5 cents. Seems kind of an obvious area to be looking. And then if this area broke, I'd be looking for 10 cents. Or 6.5 cents, 10 cents. All right, yeah. Everything looks bullish here. So I mean, let's take a look at it versus Bitcoin. Doesn't look that special. Looks just like it's going sideways against Bitcoin. Why not just take Bitcoin? What's next?
All right, before I get into the next request, gonna shout out a new user here on YouTube, Ryan King on YouTube. Please do follow and subscribe if you like the content for you. He writes, have we bottomed, ? Is there hope for another dip? Well, my man, I do suggest you reviews.
That means someone's short.
Yep. Well, it's that or looking to, FOMO into a position. Ryan King, that sounds kind of like a FOMO-driven question. Do not FOMO into the markets. Is there going to be another dip? Markets go up, markets go down. This very well could be another dip. Could very well.
Yeah, I just don't know, man.
Yeah, we don't know. We can't answer that, but I do recommend you check out the analysis. If you rewind a little bit, or after we wrap the show up, we do have timestamps in the description on YouTube below. Be sure to follow, subscribe, and review some of the earlier thoughts presented. We're generally going up, but we would never, ever advocate for you to FOMO into anything. Questions like, is there hope for another dip? That sounds like FOMOs. Yep. Hang tight. I'm sure you will get your entry, Ryan King.
Just stick around with us for a little while. We do this every day, and we do our best to be on the right side of the markets, and I think we do a pretty good job of it. So
excellent. Very well said, Jason. Ryan King, I hope we've earned you as a subscriber and a follower, but in the meantime, we got to get into the next request. We're only like 5 minutes away from the chest opening on D-Live. Get those lemons in now. Rolo Maximus said, yes, forget my MINA request. The chart is fairly new. It certainly was, but could you take a look at KDA instead? Well, you're in for a treat. We did MINA, now we're doing KDA.
You're in for a treat. You're going to like it. And then he gives you another short one.
Yeah, this is some bullshit, man. I guess this looks bottomy. If you guys feel like a bottom pick, sure.
Yeah.
It's probably worth taking at least back up towards 50 cents. What's next?
Right, let's hop into the next request. There's your look at KDA for a Rolo Maximus. Crypto Bull in the live chat says, hey Jason, your TP2 is now my stop loss. Doesn't sound very well positioned, Crypto Bull.
No. That's probably from either my 12-hour position. The TP2 is down at like 35. So he's probably locked in that much profit. So he's got that's
okay.
a good thing.
That's a good thing then. All right, in that case, Crypto Bull, shout outs to you.
Lock
it in, baby. Let's go into the next request. It is Boris Bitcoin. He says, happy Friday, gents. Can I request a look at Audio USD and Litecoin USD? While the Bitcoin pairing doesn't look so hot, I like the setup on Litecoin. All right, so let's start with audio. Let's see what we have here.
Setup on audio is good here. Let's look at it kind of like this.
And breaking above.
Just starting to. Yeah, we'll probably be broken above it by the end of today. I'd be willing to take this long signal. Very nice kind of baseline bounce long. Sure, I like it. It's good till probably at least 175. Maybe even all the way up here at around 225. Gonna aim for like the $2 range and then the 275 range. These are interesting places to be looking. Yeah, that looks good. And then it was audio and what?
Litecoin USD.
Yes.
He says the Bitcoin pairing with Litecoin doesn't look so hot, but he likes the Litecoin USD setup.
BTC.
Yeah, it really doesn't look so hot, does it?
It's not hot.
We're not out of the woods. I mean, sure, the setup is good because it looks like 80 other setups that we've looked at today. What is special about this, dude? It's literally, I could point out like 8 different charts we just pulled up that looks just like this. There's nothing special about Litecoin here. I don't. Why do you want it? Ask yourself why. What fundamental news? Because there's nothing technical here that shows it being stronger than even Bitcoin. But certainly not stronger than some of the other alts that we've looked at. Ask yourself why. Why? Why?
Litecoin, baby. Doesn't need a why. All right. Now that Boris Bitcoin has been thoroughly thrashed, let's go ahead and get to the next request, I suppose. Oh, you want to look at Litecoin? Let's see how it's doing.
Why not? Why?
Yep.
Why not just be in Ethereum? Look at that.
Indeed.
Why not just buy Ethereum, guys? Why be in Litecoin? Next chart request.
Hurry up and buy. All right, let's go ahead and let's let me see. Oh yes, ETH1. Just want to shout out ETH1 in the D Live chat. He says, "Hey Jack, Alex, and Jason. It's good to see you again, guys. Yes, it's good to see you again, ETH1 in the live chat. Haven't seen you come through our doors in a little while." All right, we are about 20 seconds to go for opening the chest. So this is plenty of warning. Get prepared, guys. That chest coming your way in just a few seconds. Get your chest in. Whoops, I might even clicked it a little early. This isn't a lot of heads up, but that's just how it goes. Sometimes you got to be quick and on the ball. It is 2:15 and the distribution has begun. Go, go, go. Go to your DLive window now. Collect your rewards. Sorry if I didn't give you too much heads up on this one. But we are trying to keep up a fast pace here. Good luck, y'all. The rewards.
There's 8.2 lemons in there.
8 point. No way. Nah, no way, dude. I added 500 this time. I swear to God.
Nope.
Oh my God. What is going on? 2 days in a row? Something must be broken because this time I added it for sure. Okay, guys. I apologize for another misfire of the lemon giveaway. In about 10 minutes, when I have another opportunity to distribute, I will give away the next set of lemons. Bear with me on this one. I apologize again, although this time, god damn it, I was damn sure I added the lemons to the chest. Something is broken today. Well, they just went in now.
Yeah, they're in.
Don't blame me, guys. Blame DLive, I swear. All right, let's get into the next request. We still have about 15 minutes left in the show. This next one up is MATIC for Mike Maker.
Jack's just clowning on you guys now with the lemons.
Clowning myself at this point.
Okay, so we are starting to crawl over resistance here. I'm willing to take this to at least 125, I think. Yeah, all right. Maybe even breaking the downtrend. It's 125, maybe like 180, 175. These are the areas that I'm kind of looking at here. This chart doesn't really look strong to me right now. Maybe, but we're crossed under right now. We're below resistance. I don't really want to be a buyer of MATIC in this spot. Look how we just ran out of momentum. We've got these 3 black crows. Not so great. What about MATIC versus Ethereum? Why not just be in Ethereum, right? This chart looks like crap. Yeah, you guys should really compare your options to each other before you rush into some of these other alts. Right now, some of the major cryptos kind of look best. Why go through suffering through watching Bitcoin make greater gains than your alts? It's not a great feeling. Just be cautious. What's next?
All right, let's hop into the next request. Before I do, going to read a couple comments here. ETH1 writes, when people buy SHIB and you're asking why buy Litecoin, LOL. Yes, indeed. But of course, the markets...
Yeah, but I'm also not sad about the people who buy SHIB. So it's not like I'm a hypocrite. I think I've been pretty hard on SHIB.
Indeed, indeed. But that's how the market goes. Many market participants are not so savvy. Which side of the market do you want to be on? Do you want to be the SHIB buyer as it trends sideways, or are you the breakout Chad who rides the bigger trend like Ethereum on the way up? That's the question. Paranormal Debunker. Yes, I read that part. There's a new user here on YouTube. I just want to shout out very briefly. The Togue, DR Hub, the Together Hub. My Jesus, that was hard to read.
Together Hub. Come
The
on,
Together Hub on YouTube asks, "What are you guys doing?"
You were seeing Ether, weren't you?
Maybe. The Together Hub. What are you guys doing? Question mark. Well, we're just sitting here chilling, charting, plotting the way forward for global domination in using a new form of Metal Gear. We're killing it. Thank you, Together Hub. If you like the TA, please do follow and subscribe. We appreciate you coming through here. All right. Finally, a bunch of people making fun of me for the misfire on the chest. Second day in a row. We know you're human, Jack, says in my mind MF. Jack is England, says Jason. B-Flow says it wasn't me, it was the one-armed man. Let's see here. And a few others taking stabs at my incompetence with the chest, guys. I don't know what's happened. I've completely fallen off the D-Live game. All right, I'm going to introduce the next request, and we will read a few more comments in just a second. Not too many requests left now. The next one up is Rolo Maximus. If there's still room for another request, can we look at WCRES Watercrest, a.k.a. Wrapped Prestofin. Thank you.
Yeah. What happened there?
Maybe there's somewhere we can
See it without that?
Well, the thing is, this is only showing the liquidity pool for version 2. I don't think that's a rejection. I think those are really big buys coming in. Yeah, like this. I think I'd like to take back towards $20 and $28 in the near term. That's what I like. What's next?
What a funky candle on that watercrest over there. All right, let's go ahead and hop into the next request. Actually, before I do so, I'm just going to read a very brief comment here from the new user Together Hub. He asks, so when you guys do this, what analytics are you using to determine your marks? If I understand this question correctly, how exactly do we do our analysis? Well, here at CC, we are systems-based traders. We develop and build our own trading systems, and we, of course, we're also trend following traders. Yes, we kind of work within, I guess, what you call trend following. If you want to learn more about that, if you're completely new and your question kind of would surmise such a thing, you check out premium.cracking cryptocurrency for our premium education and trading material. Want to learn how to develop and build your own system, how to become a profitable systems-based trader, take the discretionary stuff out of it. Objective stop and target systems, which might be what you're referring to as marks. We learn to do all that by checking out our premium, or just follow and subscribe. I think you will learn. You follow us closely enough, long enough, you'll start to get a gist of how we go about trading these markets, identifying trends, and trying to capture good moves in the space. Together Hub, welcome to the community, welcome to the show. Hope we have earned your subscription. In the meantime, we got to get to the next request. ICP for Profit Bear. Can we see ICP USD? Yes, ICP, one of the top gainers today.
Clown posse.
I think ICP looks great here. As a matter of fact, this reminds me of the Bitcoin bottom from 2018. That's what this chart reminds me of. Not exactly the same, but to me, these charts are very reminiscent. So that's what I think is going to happen with ICP. I think ICP is going to kind of follow this generally upwards. I think my first target is probably $67. And then if $67 breaks, I'd be looking for 100, 105. That's where I'm looking. I had good volume coming in too, by the way. Very nice, very nice. What's next?
ICP finally moving off the bottom. Good stuff. There's your look at ICP for Profit Bear. All right, I'm going to throw the new user Together Hub a bone here, and we're going to move his request up the line a little bit. You know, going to be gracious and give the new community members a shot. He's asking for our opinions on Cardano. Let's pull up the Cardano chart. Let's see what Alex's thoughts are.
At the moment, why not just be in Bitcoin?
Yeah, that looks terrible.
We've got this broken logarithmic uptrend. We could pull up a little bit here, but I think I'm looking for more downside, all the way to maybe this area. Let's see, bulge right here, support, support, support. Yeah, I think this makes sense. What's next?
All right, there's a look at Cardano Bitcoin. There you have it together, Hub. Might take a look at Cardano Ethereum later if we have time, but we're kind of drawing to a close. I am going to introduce the next request. It's for another, no, I think I recognize this user, Vernicious Canid over on YouTube writes, Maker USD, please, and thank you. All right, Maker is up next. Also, DLive users, I'm going to open that chest in 30 seconds. It's been about 10 minutes. Get ready, 30 seconds. You should see that prompt any second now.
Yes, this is a good chart for continuation. So this is us clearing resistance. We actually could have taken this yesterday, but we don't seem to be in too bad a shape here. But is it better than Bitcoin or Ethereum? It could be better than Bitcoin. We're kind of at resistance here. It could go either way. Is it better than Ethereum? Kind of hard to say. It's just kind of trading sideways against Ethereum. Maker could gain some strength here. This doesn't look inherently toppy or bottomy to me.
Get your rewards.
And then again, this is kind of toppy. But we're also bouncing off the bottom. Yeah, I don't know that Maker is going to underperform Ethereum here, but it just kind of seems like Ethereum and Bitcoin are doing as well or better than these things right now. I'd be cautious about aping into Maker here and then watching it just kind of underperform Ethereum. I mean, guys, don't ignore a big asset just because it seems like an obvious trade, and you wanna be don't get too clever for the markets, okay? Sometimes just like, oh hey, this is fast, let me buy this. Great, it continued moving, the best in the market, like it always looked like it was going to. You know, you don't want to try and do some complicated trick and you don't make any money.
Very true. Okay, guys, that would be your look at Maker for Vernicious here, and just a very quick shout out. ETH1 won the big DLive giveaway. Shout out to ETH1. You made it back to the show just in time to sweep the big. Yeah, what's up? Did you hear me? Am I not coming through? I thought I heard my name. I am coming through. Am I not, guys?
There you are.
Yep. All right, we're good. Yes, shout outs to ETH1. Took away the big lemon giveaway. Shout outs to everybody else who got a bit of the DLive action. Told you I'd get that just right the second time. Alex, you hear me coming through, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Next request. This is going to be one of the last ones of the day. We're going to move to wrap the show soon. Any word on DLive? Writes DERO. DERO's up 25% in the last 24 hours. Okay, what's up with DERO? Let's see this price action.
We've been saying for a while that DERO was going to outperform Bitcoin. DERO continues to do so. DERO is actually breaking resistance, so I think DERO is going to keep going up against Bitcoin. This is one of the good ones.
The good one.
What's next?
All right, let's go ahead and get to the next request. You're going to read a comment or two. Together Hub on YouTube writes, Ethereum will be a big dog no matter what. It's going to be number one any day now in my mind. Past analytics, though, I feel as it could gain big moves when it comes to Ethereum 2.0 in the later years, where I believe Ethereum will be a no-brainer. Indeed, the great promise of Ethereum is in the transition to 2.0, where it will fend off all the competitors and become the dominant smart contract, well, remain as the dominant smart contract platform. In the future. Let's go ahead and get into one of the last, probably the last request of the day. It's CryptoBull21. He wants to look at Monero Bitcoin pairing. He says, whoa, check out Monero Bitcoin.
That was one that I was talking about yesterday.
Ooh, this is kind of... It's kind of wound tightly, isn't it?
Yep.
You know, we actually haven't broken this downtrend yet, man. I see what you see on higher time frames. This looks like it's going to be a real banger once we actually find support in the spot and break upwards. But until we do, we're not going to take the trade, right? What's next?
All right. Well, we are going to be moving to wrap the show up here. Maybe we'll entertain one last request or two. If Alex is feeling a little generous, wants to hang out a little bit into the overtime segment. One other thing I needed to mention. Yes, Philly Carr came through here. Shout out to Philly. He says, "Can you cover gold and silver, pretty please?" Before, yes, we did gold and silver earlier. Indeed, check the timestamps. Yes, and he just commented saying he will check the timestamps later if we already looked at them. We certainly did, Philly, but shout-outs to you. It's good to have Philly in the chat as always. One of our most prominent supporters. He's been with us for a long time. My hat's off to Philly. All right. Since Alex is generous, and I would love to knock out one or two more requests, we have X Windor on YouTube. He wants to look at GRT and RSR if we have time. One or the other, Alex, or both.
Okay.
Groot, what is Groot up to?
Well, I mean, it's going upwards like everything else is, man. Yep, it looks like it's going to break up.
Moving off the bottoms, baby.
Bitcoin, moving on up.
GRT Bitcoin is just kind of sideways here. We haven't broken the downtrend. Or maybe we have. It's kind of hard to tell. We just don't have a reason to take GRT yet, I think. And then RSR. RSR is showing some strength here. This has been stronger than Bitcoin, but is that going to last? Well, we could push up a little bit more into like 110 sats or so, but we're not really out of the woods here yet. I see a lot of resistance overhead. What's next?
Okay, well, this is the official and final request of the day. Thank you, Alex, for hanging in there. ETH1, you got the last request. He wants to look at Luna. He says, Luna, so powerful. Man, that sounds like Donald Trump describing his favorite crypto.
Huge.
Huge.
So powerful.
Yeah, this is pretty powerful looking. I think we'll probably push up into the resistance area above $16.50 or so, maybe even towards 18. But I would be expecting some kind of pullback relatively soon. So I would just follow the trend and let it make me money, and then once we break the trend, get out. And hey, if we don't break the trend, all the better, right?
Indeed. All right, that's it.
Right.
That was the last request. Alex, thank you so much. We went a few minutes over, and but we did knock out a generous amount of requests today, guys. Thank you so much to everyone who put a request in for today, hung out with us this Friday afternoon. Another day, another installment in the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update series is done and over with. We're heading into the weekend session, looking pretty bullish. I am absolutely loving the price action. Hope you guys are too. All right, this is where we go to wrap. I'm going to quickly shout out our premium trading group. Do check out premium.krakencryptocurrency.com. Get access to all our education material, our proprietary trading view indicators, community mentorship sessions, the premium Discord. Man, the list just goes on. Lots of things for you to check out. A lot of value-added services. A lot of tools in our toolbox help you become a better trader. You can find all that at Premium. Finally, check out Discord, discord.krakencryptocurrency.com, the home of our Discord community. Join a group of like-minded traders. If you like what we spit here on the stream, you might very well like the what I think is one of the best cryptocurrency Discords in all the space. No fluff, all technical, all high-tier autism, pouring over charts. Round the clock. got discord.kraken cryptocurrency for that particular fix. And finally, I'm going to shout out, because it is Friday, we are moving to wrap. I'm going to shout out the entire team. Alex, Jason, thank you again for holding up your end of the TA bargain this week. Big shout out, of course, to everyone in the chat, and of course all of our staff. Everybody makes it possible. The moderators, Mr. Ether, who's currently on the road, probably listening while he's on the road, doing his big trip. Yep, Crypto Bull doing the timestamps every week. Much thanks to you, Dark Rico, and yeah, everybody, Payday, everybody in the Discord who does moderating and helps us out with the community. Can't thank you guys enough. Johnny, are you still out there? Are you listening, Johnny? This one's for you as well. And yeah, all our regulars, all the super chatters, the Lemon guys, the D-Livians, you know who you are. Thank you all. All right. Not much more to add beside to that. Saturday night, I think we're going to be, it's UFC 265 tomorrow at the Toyota Center, and it starts at 10 p.m. for the main card. You know how we do, guys. We are UFC fans here. If you check us out in the Discord, gonna be talking UFC in the Premium Lounge for the UFC 265. Derek Lewis versus Cyril Gain. Looking forward to that event. If you're a UFC fan, join us in the Discord. Premium users need apply. All right. I think that's it. I've mentioned everything. It's time to wrap. I can't thank you guys enough. Much love to you all. Final words to our analysts.
Well, for me, just trade safely. We do look like we're pressing to the upside here. The volatility is expanding, so we could have a very wacky weekend. The play for me is still going to be to the upside here, but anything can happen on the weekend. It's one of the reasons why I don't trade the weekends, but I am in position. So make sure that you're managing your risk appropriately because things could get volatile.
And some people, some alts may outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum, but I think most won't. So, like, maybe don't. Don't overcomplicate things. Just, do the obvious thing and, pick up the money that's lying there on the floor.
Well said.
Let strength be strength.
All right. Everybody have a good one. Peace out. We'll see you on Monday or in the Discord over the weekend. Peace.
All right. Goodbye.
Alright, outro sequence. Very briefly, going to shout out a couple more users as the outro sequence runs here. Philly Carr says, top guys, I love hearing your voices, especially you, Jack. Take care. Long the footsie next week. Shout out to Philly. Tazblitz, great TA. Thank you guys. ETH1, thank you. Anyword says, drink a margarita for me over the weekend. We'll add that to Alex's to-do list. Let's see here. Together Hub, have a good one. In My Mind MF, thank you guys. Great one. Thank you, Travis. See you later. ETH1 says peace, and indeed, add me on DLive and Audio.